Hey everyone, it's Hunter, the Mustang Addict. Welcome back to another video. And today's topic, the Crew Motorfest. Yeah, so if I should probably offer some context to today's video. So if you're watching this and it's not Sunday anymore, I basically got done streaming the Crew Motorfest, which I had access to the closed beta version of the game, which is the version that, if you're part of the Crew Insider program, we get a closed beta version of the game before everyone else does, before the game's full release on September 14th of later this year. And to provide even more context, I also got access to the test build of the Crew Motorfest, which basically wasn't a fully complete version of the game. It had a few missions that you could try out, a few things you could do. It was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed it, and a lot of people were happy with it. And I was expecting to have a very similar. I was going into this expecting to have a very similar experience with the actual closed beta version, since this is an actual complete version of the game, and it is basically almost completion. The only thing left to do is, like, just a few minor bug fixes before release, right? Well, kind of. So, if you didn't watch the last stream, basically what was gonna be just like a normal live stream of me just playing the Crew 2, just an updated version of it, turned into a 40-minute long slideshow. And before that, it was a 20-minute long banter of me trying to figure out how to figure out, like, having technical difficulties, but half of those technical difficulties were didn't have to do with the game itself. That was on my part. The first, I guess, warning I got was when I first tried to launch the game. It said I got a notification. It said that my PC doesn't meet the minimum requirements, which I'm like, okay, that's a bit weird, but all right. So I went and updated my driver, my graphics card, everything, and I got it to work, thankfully. And then I had issues with OBS, so then I had to go fix that, and which is why I ended that stream. And so I started streaming again. Let's try this again. What could go wrong? And stream worked. There was that. The game, however, that's a different story. So, pretty much what happened, well, the cutscenes were fine. The first stream I did, it was like a laggy mess. The cutscenes were fine. It was the actual gameplay that was the issue. It was laggy. And that was with before the frame limit, the frames per second limiter on. It was limited to 60 frames per second, and it was still laggy. I tried limiting it to 30, still laggy. I tried lowering the graphics settings to the lowest possible setting you could get them to be, and it was still laggy. And it felt like that whatever I tried to do in order to fix the lag issue, the lag just seemed to get worse. And yeah, apparently I'm not the only one who has had performance issues regarding the closed beta version of the game. I googled the Crew Motorfest lag. Just typed it in, and this is what came up. The Crew Motorfest closed beta starting today. PC players are noticing their frustration with the game's seemingly poor PC performance. So, yeah, I'm not the only one who has this issue. It's clear as day. I'm not the only one who has this issue. And I don't know why this is happening, because the test build that I got to play, it was fine. It performed fine. I was running at a cool 60 plus frames per second. But with the closed beta, I have no words. Like, there should be no excuse. And not only that, on the stream, I googled the minimum requirements for the Crew Motorfest that will release in September. I met those requirements. My PC has a GTX 1060 as a graphics card, and the minimum graphics card requirements were a NVIDIA GeForce 960. I exceed the minimum requirements. My PC would be able to play the Crew Motorfest. However, for the closed beta test build, I keep wanting to call it test build. I apologize in advance, but for the closed beta version, the minimum requirements were a GeForce RTX 3070, which I found a bit weird. Like, why would the closed beta version have much higher requirements than the actual version that will be released? Which I'm sure there's a technical explanation. Like, I do understand that games need to test these things, like test their performance limits and all that, but there should be no excuse that the performance for the closed beta version was this bad. Like, I don't know why this happened, and I'm sure other players are wondering why this is the case. I'm one of them. I love the Crew too. It's awesome. It's an awesome game. It's a great game. And when I first got to play the Crew Motorfest, it was an awesome game. I would say it was better than... I would even say it's better than Forza Horizon. It's a great competitor. It's supposed to be a competitor. And it not only met that requirement, it exceeded that. It was awesome. But then we get to the closed beta version, and like, it becomes a slideshow. I don't understand. Like, Ubisoft. I'm sure someone at Ubisoft is going to see this. We have questions and we want answers. Like, why? The closed beta in this state right now, it is unplayable. It is actually unplayable. Like, I couldn't even get through the first showcase event because of a bug where it didn't put me into the cutscene. And I literally got stuck. Apparently, crashes are also an issue. I didn't experience any crashes, but other players apparently have, but still, it's just another bug. Also, there was a little weird bug going on with the handling, but I think that just had to do with the lag. But, yeah. This is, for a AAA game developer, this is unacceptable. And I know that other developers are guilty of this as well. I know, like, Kerbal Space Program 2, when it launched, it was a buggy mess. Players were not happy. Players are not happy with the closed beta version either. I'm really hoping that this is not going to be the state of the game when it releases. I am really hoping on that. But I said it before, I'll say it again. Ubisoft. Codemasters, I'm sure this isn't your fault, but this is unacceptable. From a studio like yourselves, from developers like you. Like, I expect better quality of this. Like, I got to play the Crew 2 demo before it came out. Or when it first came out, I got to play the Crew 2 demo. I loved it. It was fine. It performed great. And that was with a map that was way larger than the Motorfest map. But, yeah. Although, with that being said, I should probably go into a disclaimer. I don't want people who see this video to go and harass the developers or the studio or any employees at Ubisoft or Codemasters. Because understand, these are actual people too. They don't deserve the harassment. If anything, it's Ubisoft that probably deserves it. I'm not saying that you should go and harass Ubisoft, but they deserve to know that we're not happy, and criticism can go a long way. Yeah. That's all I have to say for this video. I just wanted to vent at my disappointment and kind of frustrations with the state of the closed beta. Like, my first impression, it wasn't the first impression that I was expecting. My expectations were always set high with the test build, and those expectations were not met nor exceeded. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.